Und weiter geht's mit Genshin. Und ja. Das war eine lange Pause. 1 Sekunde zwischen den Aufnahmen. Oh hey. So, Elinas. Ja, da unten ist... Ist das überhaupt Salsa? Oder ist das wer anderes? Könnte auch eine Melusine sein. Eine Melusine sein. Gut, aber ich kümmere mich eben ganz kurz erstmal hier um die Strandhälfte. Erstmal, bevor ich da unten hingehe. Und wie ich sehe ich schon wieder nichts. Gut. Achso, Flugschiff. Da ist nichts am Strand. Gut. Recall, die Antoine Roger Aircraft ist doch da. Oh, du hast Windgeschosse. Okay. Ja, Lynette ist jetzt quasi 70, 80. Ich habe 320, 480 Primus in den Standardbänder gehauen und ich habe trotzdem nach 79 Puls noch immer keinen 5-Star-Gegenstand bekommen. Ja. Die nächsten Primus, die ich jetzt bekommen kann, sind eigentlich... Ach, Primus. Die nächsten Wishes sind die aus dem Battle Pass oder die vom Monthly Reset in 8 Tagen oder 9 Tagen. Ich weiß es nicht. Oder in 2 Wochen halt von Fremine, aber ja. Ich glaube, Fremine kommt erst nach dem Monthly Reset. Wie viel Primus habe ich jetzt noch? Ja, gut. Ja, passt schon. Ist okay. Kann man machen. Warum schweben diese Fische bitte über Wasser? Wir waren schon wieder über Wasser, definitiv. Und wo fliegen wir jetzt eigentlich hin? Ich fliege schon wieder irgendwo hin, wo ich gar nicht hin will. Ach, warte mal. War da nicht... Achso, warte mal. Nee, das war so ein Hydro-Ding, was mich hier rüber geschossen hat, wo ich nicht rüber wollte. Anomaly detected, was? Kann ich nicht einfach... so machen? Ja. Okay. Gut. Immer wieder interessant, wenn ich lese, dass es eigentlich eine Kriegsmarschmusik sein sollte und nicht für den Zirkus. Weiß nicht. Wer kam auf die Idee, dass so ein Lied bitteschön zu Krieg passt? Weiß ich ja wirklich nicht. Ich habe schon viel gehört, aber dass das Kriegsmusik sein sollte, nee. Jetzt habe ich wieder Bock auf Madagaskar, aber ich habe das vor 2 Tagen, glaube ich, schon mal erwähnt, oder vor einem Tag, weiß ich es nicht. Ich habe Madagaskar halt erst geguckt vor ein paar Monaten, ich glaube Anfang des Jahres oder so. War es Anfang des Jahres? Könnte sein. Weiß ich nicht genau. Also halt die 3 Filme, die Trilogie. Und serienmäßig habe ich halt nur King Julia mal irgendwann geguckt, bin drin, ne? Aber gut. Sag mal, der wirft mit Hydro, Dinger. Was war denn das denn? Hat er das schon immer gemacht? Also, dass ich raten, du hast mich letztes Mal zurückgebracht. Kann das sein? Also eigentlich, wenn ich jetzt hier nochmal drauf gehe. Return to Starting Point. Ah, okay. Geil, ich muss auch nicht zurückrennen. Und ich muss auch nicht das komische Wasserding nutzen. Gut. Awesome. Habt ihr gehofft, gedacht, dass ihr von mir wegrennen könnt? Nö. Hoffe ich für euch zumindest. Ja. Das war jetzt auch schon der Strand eigentlich, weil es geht. Ja, kein Bock jetzt auf die da am Strand. Hier ist der See. Ja, hier ist der See. Da oben war der Hydrokuli. Und jetzt die Frage, will ich jetzt die Quest da machen oder will ich jetzt noch den Norden hier mir anschauen? Ich meine, das ist nicht mehr viel, was da jetzt im Norden kommt, aber ich glaube, ich nehme erstmal die Quest. Komm. Wollte noch 10-mal hier triggert. Ich komme, Salsa oder Melusin oder... Du bist eine Melusine, du bist nicht Salsa. Okay. Hey, cows. Hey, sis, she isn't talking. Whatever. Not that there's anything more to talk about. Anyway, let's just take the stuff and go. Come on, little one. No need to make that face. Why did we take this job again? Whatever. Hey, Kaikubat, what are you doing just watching over here, there? Just toss her the boss Mora, then let's take the paintings and go. Do we have to, though? He doesn't know what we are doing this far out. Why don't we just take the Mora and... How do they put it again? Favors are more important to deals than Mora? Hey, what are you guys doing? Where did you pop out from? Looks like you're bothering this young lady. Her? Bothered? We're just here to buy some artwork, you know. Buying. How much were you gonna pay for one? 500,000 Mora? 550? 600? Wait, you don't have any hard figures at all. Well, that's not our fault. This Melusine won't talk. Well, if she doesn't want to talk to you, then she doesn't wanna sell. You're just here to take your stuff, aren't you? Take? This is a fair exchange, a fair and squared exchange. We're not gonna shortchange her. And what's this to you anyway? Nonsense. Paimon here, that guy over there talking about taking the Mora. Cheh, told you to watch your mouth, you. Does it really matter? Haven't we always solved things this way up till now? Can't you ever shut up? We don't have the time to involve unreal people. Besides... what are you looking at? Nothing. Buzz off. You're butting into legitimate business here. If not, I'm afraid we might have to resort to less savory methods to settle this. Ihr könnt mir nicht sagen, dass ihr von mir noch nicht gehört habt. Oh mein Gott. That's enough. This is Fontaine. Exactly. You know what happens to those who break the law here in Fontaine, don't you? Don't take that tone with me. What happens to those who break the law? My food. Who do you think you are, anyway? I say this one more time. Stay out of this. This is between us and the kid. Seems that I must now reveal my true identity. Identity? What identity? I'm an enforcer of the law. Oh yeah, that's right. You've got a good eye, huh? Wait, sis, what do we do? What are you worried about? If she's a law enforcer, I'm the Tsaritsa of Cesnaya. You're just gonna believe everything people say, are you? And just look at them. Do they really, do they look like folks from the, the Mython Gardenage? That's right, that's the one. Seriously, what's with the ridiculous name? They're just law enforcement, so they might as well call themselves that. Anyway, you think we've never seen people from the Mason before? You aren't even in uniform. Daring imposters, aren't you? I'll have you know that this is the uniform of the Mason Numitral. We are plainclothes officers. The enforcers of the Corps of 30. Yeah. My son Limitoil? Hang on a second, what in the world is that? Who even calls themselves that? Just think that outlanders these days no longer recognize the uniform of the My Son Limitoil. What kind of ridiculous name is that? Is this some out of season joke? Iris, I'd be careful if nothing else. This person's confidence is not faked. Besides, think about it. Do you really think someone who was trying to trick us would use such an obviously nonsensical name? You say that, but even so, I doubt anyone would name the department that. Exactly, why would anyone? How dare you call our name nonsensical? Paimon's not gonna take this lying down. Officer Nisha, inform these ignorant audience of our organization's glorious history. There was once a hero who defended Fontaine from the darkness. In those days, terrible monsters plagued Fontaine's seas. Who should protect everyone regardless of the means used? Hang on a minute. Does Paimon know this person too? Anyway, that mighty invincible hero was like a Lumitroll illuminating the night, showing us the way forward. And that is why we call this the My Son Lumitroll and his honor. So, how dare you call our name weird? Ihr hättet einfach kämpfen sollen, glaube ich. Sorry. Hey, what are you apologizing for? Well, boss, if you look a little closer, their clothes not only match, but are actually very unique. Aren't they just the same color? Do you think some clothes and some words are enough for people to pose as officials? Of course not. Take this new model Gardemek, for instance. Do you know the face of Fontaine's General Mahamatra? Don't you know the face of Fontaine's General Mahamatra? The General Mahamatra. It's game over for us. Game over. Calm down, you boneheaded numbskull. Why would General Mahamatra be here? Huh? This is a new post based on similar system. No, that's not gonna fly, is it? Why did you have to mention the mantra? Enough nonsense. If you intend on stopping us, then we just have to show you what for. You two with me. What did I say? I knew things would come to this in the end. Ja.
Oz, reveal. Allow me.
Squall and Fury.
Bush. Ihr habt's nicht anders gewollt. Die sind nicht weggerannt. Die sind da gerade gestorben. They ran off, huh? Why do these people always need to take a beating before they cool off, huh? Another mindset, are you okay? I'm fine, thank you. I'm not very good at dealing with such people. Vor allem Bilder, die leer sind, wollen sie kaufen. You are very impressive. Well, we are well on professional adventurers after all. People like that can't hold a candle to us, that's for sure. No, I don't mean her skills. Anyway, she was the only one fighting. You were just watching. Welcome as a guide. We are just splitting the work, you know? Right, Alicia? Ich finde schön, wie sie es einfach mal so sagt. Actually, we said a lot so far, but what should we call you again? Mamere. Mamere. Mamere? Mamere. My name is Mamere. I was painting here, but... Oh, so musicians can paint too? Yes, I do, every day in fact, because painting the things that I want to bring... brings me happiness. Well, aren't you a painter then? I see, I'm not sure I understand what you mean, but I guess so. Anyway, let's help gather up the painting tools first. Nisha, considering how short her hands are, someone can't even imagine how she hold a brush. But your hands are shorter than mine. Ja, die sind einfach nur, naja. Thank you, it will take a long time for me to clean them up. You help Mamea pick up the scattered painting tools. Well, looks like we are more or less done. Good job, Paimon. It was mostly me doing the work. Good job, me. More like. Barely did anything, Paimon. Hey, it's called the division of labor. Speaking of which, what were those people actually trying to do? For them? They wanted to actually morph the paintings in my hands. Oh, so they wanted to. Wait, then why were. Then what? Wait, then they were here to buy your art after all, weren't they? What do we do? Sounds like we had good intentions. But we ended up interrupting a business transaction you were having. Business? I don't think you could call it that. Don't both sides have to exchange things? The other needs for it to be called business? I don't need Mora, so that wasn't business. You don't need Mora? Wait, you're not some sort of renowned painter, are you? Renowned? Does it mean that people know about you? I guess I count then. Previously a stranger claimed to be an art collector or something, asked to exchange a large sum of Mora for my artwork. A self-proclaimed collector came to you, and they cited a high price to boot? No wonder you said you didn't need Mora. If Paimon could sell her paintings for that much. Can you draw too, Paimon? Naja. Not really, but maybe with some hard work, starting today. Reckon it's too late for you. Not with that attitude, you won't. Paimon knows, but this makes her so envious. Let's say who's that collector you were talking about anyway? A rather good person, and quite gentle too. If he hadn't suddenly mentioned Mora, I would have just given him the painting as a gift. Why do these tall people always love talking about that stuff? Yes, you can't put a price on art. I don't think this is a matter of height. Well, I wouldn't say that exactly, but it's Mora that I would say has no specific relation to art. Mamere, could Paimon have a look at your paintings? Paimon's curious about the value of the art, I presume. Hey, Paimon's not always thinking about that stuff. This is appreciation. Appreciation of an art. Nothing else, alright? Sure, but if you're so interested, Paimon, why don't you just do a portrait of the two of you? Would you really? You helped me chase those troublesome people away, and you helped me gather up my painting tools. I've actually been wondering how to thank you all this time. It just would a painting to be too odd of a thank you gift to give? No, of course not. Right, Mamere, could we give you some direction regarding the painting, by the way? Sure. But before that, I need to repack my painting tools. Those people knocked my paint buckets over, so there's no way I can work here. I need to make a trip home first. Monisha, Paimon, could you wait for me in the village? I'll clean up over here and head down soon. The village? What village? Alright, it's our home. We call it Miro Sea Village. We used to swim down from over here, over here, and then keep going forward. Okay then, let's go. Ancient Colors, Act 1, a brush of sea foam and crimson. Es ist so eine lange Questreihe. Man war zu erwarten, aber okay. Ihre Bilder sind nebenbei weiß. Just saying. Und ich habe Cultivate for me in the village. I'll need to pack my painting tools before heading down there. Ja, so, jetzt muss ich mit dem Typen da oben reden. Oder ist der jetzt weg? Ach, der Typ hier oben ist jetzt weg. Verdammt. Das war wahrscheinlich dann deren Boss, für den die Paintings holen sollten.
Rest and rebuild.
Aha. Ist ein bisschen traurig, dass ich jetzt mit dem nicht geredet habe, aber gut. Was soll's. So. Gut. Ist hier unten sonst noch was gewesen eigentlich? Ich glaube nicht. Sollte eigentlich nicht viel mehr sein. Die Lumidus-Dinger sind oben gewesen. Da oben war ich gerade. Also kartentechnisch bin ich jetzt eigentlich ja gut dabei. Ja. Ich meine, gut, die Quest war so markant auf der Karte schon markiert. Also mir war schon mehr oder weniger bewusst, dass es wieder so eine Akt-Quest jetzt wird, aber trotzdem irgendwie, naja. Hatte ich nicht gesagt, ich wollte heute Lennys Quest machen? Ah, passe ich dann doch aufs Wochenende eher. Ah, Wochenende, ja, Wochenende ist ja EC wahrscheinlich hier. Hatte ich ja gestern gesagt. Ja gut, Freitagabend halt. Nach der Arbeit, von mir aus. Oder Donnerstagmittag, irgendwie so. Ich habe jetzt keinen Bock, jeder Qualle hinterher zu gehen. Zack. Oh, da war ein Hydroculus. Okay. Ich würde sagen, was habe ich denn da jetzt kaputt gemacht? Also für was habe ich was kaputt gemacht? Diese Gesteinsformationen hier, die wirken teilweise eher wie Gewebe, was versteinert ist oder so. Aber gut. Just saying. Aber zieht das... Hä? Wieso zieht das Wasser das Ding an? Vielleicht zieht mal Wasser an und mal zieht das Wasser weg. Ach so. Okay. Interessant. Mal zieht das Wasser weg und mal an. Okay. Er saugt es an und mal spuckt das aus. So, jetzt muss er wieder pusten. Okay. Komm, das reicht jetzt aber, oder? Ja. Sonst ist hier aber nichts mehr, oder? Nö. Ein sehr kleiner Unterwasserabschnitt nur. Remarkable Chest, go to Mirror Sea Village.
You even want this?
Oh, hier geht's weiter runter.
Behold!
Warum immer das Licht da oben wieder herkommt. Aber gut. Bin ich jetzt schon im Untergrund? Hier fliegen komische rote Fische. Wo ist die Selie hin?
The wind rises.
Selie? Sieht aus wie ein Ei, wo irgendwas rauskommt. Und was ist damit? The prisms within Elinas. Moreover, some crystal prisms will exist. What? You can sometimes find these mysterious red crystals within Elinas body. When stimulated with outside force. Achso, Elinas ist quasi. Ist das ein Lebewesen, Organ gewesen ursprünglich mal, oder was? Stimulated with outside force, they will project energy in the corresponding direction, which can then resonate with and eliminate such stone-covered red crystals. Moreover, some crystal prisms will exist in an inactive state and will only be activated after as to steam power unleashed by other crystal prisms. Okay. Okay. Enigmatic Page 2. Mhm. Das funktioniert schon mal, glaube ich, nicht. Wo ist denn die Serie hin, die ich hier vorhin hatte? Und was hat es mit den Dingern hier auf sich? Da ist die Serie hin. Okay.
Behold.
A very warm place. Ah, okay. Doop-di-doop-di-doop-di-doo. Ach so, und irgendwie hier ist so eine Wand und dann keine Ahnung. Und da oben geht's dann dahin, die Höhle. Okay.
Unnecessary.
Okay. Was noch? Hä, habe ich doch gerade gelesen. So.
The wind rises.
Doop-di-doop-di-doop-di-doo. Aber das ist echt jetzt mal hart, voll der harte Scam im Startbanner. Sonst kriegt man den relativ früh. Und jetzt muss ich so lange warten. Nur voll beschissen.
Too slow.
My
Okay,
world
das
is
sind offenbar
Squall and fury.
Dingens-Varianten wieder. Die Elektro-Varianten.
That's far enough.
Ah, schade.
and the way I
Hat nicht mehr gereicht.
allow me.
The wind rises.
Oh. Oh, das war eine Geo-Variante. Im Endeffekt sind es alles Geo-Viecher, aber der hat wirklich Geo gehabt. Also Geo
Squall and
quasi.
fury.
Ah. Kann ich da hochklettern? Oder nicht? Naja, eigentlich kann man nicht hochklettern, gut. Ich glaube, man kann da hochklettern. Genug Ausdauer bestimmt. Und genug Langeweile.
Behold.
Oder mit den richtigen Charakteren. Ich wette, man soll da nicht hoch. Weil da könnte man hochkommen.
The wind rises.
1, 2, 3, 4. Das sind Hopsen. Doch, man kommt hier hoch. Also, wenn ich jetzt da reingehe, dann komme ich da wieder raus. Ich habe den Teleporter da vorne, von daher. Ich mach's einfach mal. Und nur weil ich gerade kann. Mhm. Zack. Okay, ich würde sagen, hier ist noch was versperrt. Noch komme ich hier nicht raus. Oder ich komme gar nicht von der Seite hier überhaupt dahin. Aber warum existiert das dann überhaupt? Unnötiger kleiner Ort.
Squall and fury.
So. Und ihr müsst erst zum Leuchten gebracht werden. Das ist der einzige, der leuchtet, aber wie soll ich denn da
Too
rankommen?
slow.
Wenn ich in die Richtung schlage. Das klappt doch nie im Leben. Nö, das klappt doch nicht.
The wind rises.
Nö.
Ja. Ja.
Und dahin auch nicht. Dann müsste ich schon von unten irgendwie daran kommen. Nö.
Rest and rebuild.
Das funktioniert nicht.
Squall and fury. upon the gale.
Gut. Da ist auch nichts. Mhm, da oben sind die Dinger nur. Braucht man die für irgendwas überhaupt? Sieht eigentlich jetzt gerade nicht so aus. Ah, wahrscheinlich unter Wasser irgendwann. Ja, ich könnte jetzt auch wieder irgendwie runtergehen. Und da in die Richtung, ja. Da komme ich dann da später hin. Gut.
Behold.
Gut, gut, gut. So, ich mache mal, glaube ich, hier ganz kurz Pause, indem ich hier oben hingestellt habe. Und mach gleich weiter. Moment. So, gut, wieder da. Ich dachte, hier wäre mehr Wasser. Gut. Aha, mehr Wasser. Oh Gott. Ich bin schon seit 30 Stunden oder so im Fontaine unterwegs und mir fällt jetzt dass dieser Witz auf. Der kein Witz ist. Man kann mir sagen, was man will, aber hier geht die Wand definitiv noch später weg. Kann mir keiner sagen, dass da so eine flache Wand einfach ist, wo Wasser gegenläuft. Das glaube ich nicht. So, und hier muss ich mir mal eben wieder eine Pickaxe setzen. Zack.
Oz, reveal.
Na komm. 2 Hydro-Slimes für eine Kiste. Okay. Und hier sind so viele Erze wieder. Nice. Also ganz im Ernst, das hier muss irgendwie ein Lebewesen gewesen sein. Kann mir nicht vorstellen, dass das hier normale Felsstrukturen in der Höhle sind. Noch mit verstandenen Überresten. Definitiv.
Can I go back and sleep now?
Nein, kannst du nicht, Sayo. Du darfst nicht schlafen gehen. Ich darf auch nicht schlafen, wobei ich heute relativ wach bin sogar. Aber habe ich eigentlich heute kacke geschlafen. Also 6 Stunden waren auf meinem Wecker, bis der erste ging und dann nochmal knapp eine Dreiviertelstunde. Oder eine halbe. Keine Ahnung. Alright, there's a museum for you. The village should be just up ahead. Aha. Und die verkehren hier so dicht an den bösen Hydro-Slimes und so weiter. Gorsanziana. The fuck? Ah, you're from the outside. Welcome, but I don't have flowers to give you right now. Flowers? Oh, come on, there's no need to be so formal. Oh, okay, in that case, let me just welcome you very, very enthusiastically to Mirror Sea Village. Welcome. Thanks a lot. Yup, I'm very enthusiastic, so whatever you want to know, I'll tell you all about it. Nice, in that case, could you tell us a bit about Mirror Sea Village? Sure, I can. The village is home to lots of Mirrosines. Well, you can't see them here, but you will if you keep going forward. Everyone here is a wonderful Mirrosine, so if you're a good person, you'll definitely be welcomed here. I'm a good person. Farbe is too. And that's good to hear. What should I say? What should I say next? I forgot. But remember that the ending was, I hope you enjoy your stay here in our village. Nice. Shall we go out, go have a look, Sanisha? We will see you later. Kosanziana. Sie hat sich nicht vorgestellt, aber okay. See you. Hat sie sich vorgestellt? Ich glaube nicht. Ja. See you. I hope that next time we meet, I have lots of flowers ready for you. Mhm. Okay. Kann ich auch so mit dir reden? Why? Why won't they sprout? Hey, so what are you busy with? Oh, this is what they call a home vegetable garden, right? A vegetable garden? But this is supposed to be a flower garden. Oh no, I'm not a very good florist, am I? Did Pam get something wrong? Sorry. So was this what you were talking about previously when you said that you had no flowers to give us, Krosanziana? That's right, I've planted all these seeds, but nothing's happened yet. They aren't all ruined, are they? That would be such a shame. You would need to start over in that case, wouldn't you? That's right, I mean, what I want is a beautiful flower garden. I don't want people to call it a vegetable garden. If that's the case, just let us, the ever helpful helpers help you. Well, Nisha, do you know how to garden? Can you help me? I've been known to plant some flowers and crops here and there. Oh, that's so cool. My wish is to become an awesome florist, but the flowers I plant always wither. I tried transplanting flowers at first, but they always died. Or then I tried to start them off from seeds, but they just refuse to sprout. Ja, Sonnenlicht, meine Dame. Flowers are so beautiful, but raising them is so hard. But humans have gotten used to such hard work, so they have an easy time caring for flowers. Maybe humans just plant flowers in environments better suited to growing them. The environment, the humans who sell flowers also said that flowers grow better outside. But if I do that, it will be hard for me to go care for them. It says that there are all sorts of flowers in faraway places, and maybe, just maybe, some of them might do better here in the village. But I can't go so far from home to collect them myself. Hey, then you've met the right people. We, Pon and Tunisia, have traveled everywhere and we've seen all sorts of flowers. Windwheel asters, for example. That's right, windwheel asters grow out in the wild, and they are a tough breed. Maybe they'll also grow here. Pinwheel asters, I've never heard that name before. Are they really spiky or something? Well, not really. Wind wheels are things you put on buildings. They have big cells that are like flower petals. And when the wind blows, you spin like this. Ooh, whatever. Windwheel asters are called that because they spin in the wind as well. So they spin and make whoop noises? Amazing, I wish I could go see them right now. Can you think of any other suitable flowers? Silk flowers, for example? Silt flowers. What a strange name. Do they grow in the muck and mud? No, that's not it. If you hear silk, it means pretty close. The flowers themselves are beautiful too, and they can even be worn. Pretty flowers from another land that you can wear? It's so cool, I wish I could see one right now. Can you think of any other suitable flowers? Können wir nicht einfach was geben? Narcoweeds, for example? Oh, that's a good idea. Narcoweeds can even grow in places that are stormy all year round. Surely Meru Sea Village doesn't have weather that bad. Not cool weeds? Narcoweed? Oh my god. Strange name. I fear that humans display flowers at their horticultural fairs. Do humans abroad display weeds too? Well, no. Narcoweeds are a type of flower, not a weed. Even if the wind isn't blowing, they will gently shake the thunder. What? They will gently shake when thunder can be heard. That's why the locals use them to predict the coming of a storm. Flowers that can vibrate by themselves. I wonder what that might look like. I'd really want to see them. Can you think of any other suitable flowers? Sumeru roses, for instance? That's right, you can find Sumeru roses everywhere in Sumeru's rainforest. It's a really tough plant. Rainforest is also pretty humid, so it's quite similar to Meru Sea Village. Sumeru roses. I've tried planting other roses. Is there any difference between them and the ones from Sumeru? Genau, Pound doesn't really know all that much about flower varieties, but its color, at least, is definitely different from the ones you find in Fontaine. But the Sumeru rose most distinguishing feature is its scent. Its scent. You can use it to make great perfumes, and it's amazing when added to desserts. Hehe. Never seen such an exotic rose before, and with a special scent, you say? I'd love to get a whiff of that. Also, the Palm will eat it before you get a chance. Hey, Palm won't do that. She'll at least wait till it's been made into a proper dish first. Can you think of any other suitable flowers? I think that will do for now. Well, since you are so curious, Kostani, why don't we help you look for a few exotic flowers? You really would? In that case, would I have all of them at... Wait, no, I have to be responsible florist, so just one type will do for starters. Misha, what kind of flowers would you be willing to bring me? Yeah, Sumeru rose. Alright, sure, this isn't something you see often in Fontaine, so it will make for awesome bragging rights with the humans here. Hey, being able to show off a flower to humans. Oh, I never have even dreamed that such a day might come. As long as your wish can come true, you two are the best. I'll definitely pay back your kindness. If you've made your decision, Onisha, let's give those flowers to Kusan Siana. 4 Stück. Damn. Distant Lands Flowers. Flowers from distant land. Now I have you in my hand. Können sie die wirklich hier unten ohne Sonnenlicht anzüchten? Bah. You, planting these flowers is pretty tough. You say that, but it was Kusan Siana and I who did the work. I once been super concerned for these flowers, you know? Mental stress counts as work too. Wow. Flowers from distant lands. So strange yet so beautiful. Hehe. My flower garden will be the envy of the humans. Yup. You don't see them in Fontaine often, so make sure to show them off to the people here a little more. Hehe. Hehe, you can't smell those Sumeru roses without being reminded of the delicious dishes you can make using them. Rose custard, candied argilac nuts, Lambert fish roll. So this is Sumeru rose that you love to eat, Paimon? So many petals, so many colors. Sumeru roses have many colors? Ja, 3. That's right, petals of many colors combine to form this flower. As the colors shift as it drags back and forth. they even change color? Now again, when you put some arrows into food, the food itself will also start to turn into a rainbow of shifting colors. No wonder you love those dishes, Paimon. They must be truly beautiful. Paimon thinks that you'd only see multicolored food that changes color after eating some poisonous mushrooms. Wow. Wieder Drogenvergleich. Paimon didn't think that you would see flowers so differently from us Kusantianer. And that explaining things would be so tough. Paimon's head hurts now. Why would your head hurt? You think that those flowers are beautiful. I see them exactly the same way. Well, they are pretty, but Paimon wouldn't call our perspective exactly the same. We definitely share an appreciation for flowers, though. So there's no need to sweat the small stuff. You just concentrate on taking care of them. Yes. Next, I must find some water with which to nourish my precious flowers. No need to trouble yourself. I'll fetch some for you. That's right, just leave it to Inisha. Warum? Kann ich einfach...
Allow me.
Tatsache, es geht. That should do it. Now we just need to leave the flowers to grow. I hope your garden blooms and prospers. Oh, flowers from a distant land. I promise I will cherish you and care for you. Two of you have given me such excellent flowers, and I too must repay you with things that are every bit as beautiful. Hey, come on, you're making Palm blush. But is this component the thing as beautiful as a flower? That's right. These components are both lovely and useful to the village, which is why I love them and love collecting them. I look at them every day and they make me very happy. You could call components useful, but beautiful? You know, Paimon, you'll find more beautiful. Hey, that's true. And looking at Mora every day does make me super happy. Human lives are super hard, I thought. So what do they see that makes them happy? So I went to the human village and there I saw all the beautiful flowers they had. If Mirror Sea village were to be filled with all those lovely flowers, I'm sure everyone would be very happy. That's why I've decided to become a florist. One will plant a lovely flower garden in our village. I will succeed, even if it means that I must give up some of my beautiful components and work as hard as humans do. Wow, Paimon didn't realize how much you are willing to do for the flowers you love so much. The sacrifices won't be in vain. Paimon kind so that she is, will continue helping you for sure. You could totally learn from her, you know. It makes it more you love so much yourself. Well, because Paimon's got you, the super kind-hearted Nisha around. Paimon only needs to do a little bit of work. Strange part. Strange part paint near Mirror Sea village. Okay. Looks subtly different from common mechanical parts. You have no idea why it ended up here. But beautiful metal products like this are loved by Melusines. Okay. Dann ich mal die Page 2. Ja, warum sind die denn nicht hier mit drin? Egal. Ja, ein Fall von Papiere werden nicht richtig sortiert. Kann ich jetzt immer wieder neue andere bringen oder wie ist das jetzt hier gedacht? I'm a flowers from distant land. May you grow quickly, tall may you stand. Ich habe das Gefühl, ich muss hier jetzt täglich irgendwie hergehen wieder, oder?
Hold the line.
Also wieder irgendwie so eine Pseudo-Nebenquest. Na, klasse. Was ist denn das schon wieder für ein Ding? Uninteressant. Gut. Zack. Achso, die rennen nicht weg, weil ich sage. Wait a minute. That's... Wie hat sie mich überholt? Wie? Onisha, Paimon. Mal mehr? I surprised Paimon? And happy that we have met again after all this while? Well, it has actually been a long while since we last met. Actually, how did you get back sooner than us? We didn't see you at all either. I came immediately after packing and I wound up waiting for you here. Well, alright then. Also, is this Mirror Sea village? All the houses are kinda small. Pretty interesting. Maybe we've got a Melusine chef, a Melusine adventurer, or a Melusine architect who specializes in building Melusine houses in this village. Hey, Mimea, what does your house look like? My house is pretty and quiet. It's a good place to paint. Come on, it's this way. So, how did you get the village before us? There's only one the road. There's actually a lot of shortcuts. Father taught us how to find them. Vater? Oh, do you mean your dad? Does he live in the village too? He's not in the village, how should I put it? He's all around us? Okay, klingt creepy. Ah, hier ist auch ein Teleporter. Gut. Das ist schon wieder eine weitere Nebenquest? Nee, oder ist, nee. Das ist schon wieder eine weitere Nebenquest. Okay. Das sind kleine Hobbithäuser. Oh mein Gott. Also Hobbithöhlen, aber ja. Ja gut, das sind keine Höhlen, das sind Häuser. Häuser in der Höhle. Jetzt haben die so ein Mio. Ach, die Fontaine-Leute alle mit ihren Häusern in Höhlen. Der wird doch auch noch weggesprengt, oder? Definitiv. Der wird sowas von weggesprengt.
The wind
So.
rises.
Rest ignoriere ich. Zack. Die rennen alle ohne Hose rum.
Only I had something more charming.
Oh nein, das ist eine Quest, oder was? Hey, what are you doing under a waterfall? Are you gonna take a bath or something? If that's the case, we won't disturb you. What? Bath? I'm pondering some profound questions, if I must say. I suppose I'm meditating. If you hadn't come thundering along into my train of thought, perhaps I would have already come up to answers. Meditating? I read in the books if you run into something you can't make sense of, if you just meditate, maybe you'll find the answers. I didn't misunderstand that, right? Let's see, a human most strange and a rainbow balloon. Two must be from outside the village. Right, Paimon Paimon and Shizunisha. Wait a sec. So you're right to say that we are not from here. What do you mean, a rainbow balloon? Oh, right, you might not see it that way. I almost forget about that again. Let me think. Right, Donisha, what does Paimon look like to you? He looks like a white spectre. Like emergency food? Like emergency food. No, that's just wrong. Interesting. But to my eyes, Paimon is just like a little rainbow balloon, floating in the air. And his wings seems to extend upward, to somewhere above the sky itself. Okay. Also Paimon eine Puppe ist, die von oben herab gesteuert wird aus Celestia. Okay. What? Seriously? Yes, and just what does Onishi look like you to your eyes, Paimon? Of course, Paimon's golden-haired traveling companion. Don't Paimon you see something else? But I see, if I really must say, then I see a monster that looks like it could swallow the whole world in a single bite. Okay. That's way too scary. Are you serious? Of course I'm serious. Perhaps you've heard that. Humans can see things that humans cannot see. Okay. Also Paimon ist die Puppe, die von Celestia aus gelenkt wird und wir sind das Monster, was Teyvat einnimmt. Okay, gut. But for some reason I see things differently, even when compared to other Melosians. I can always find things that have been hidden. I read that the nature of things is hidden beneath them, and this nature decides their future. Not that I know what that means. That's the case. How did you know that we are outsiders? Well, though that what we see is different, we can still find ideas that we have in common. Just like how you can tell a flower is still a flower, no matter how strange the color, right? As long as I spend enough time with everyone, I can grasp the concept that everyone talks about, and then pretend to fit in. If you hadn't looked special in my eyes at all, I wouldn't have struggled to find the right concept to describe you. As I thought, it seems that I still have lots to learn. That's a whole bunch of stuff the Paimon didn't really get. On that note, we've been talking for ages, but we don't even know your name. What is a name? But an artificial code that confers Pod's uniformity on different perceptions. Still, everyone calls me Kanotila, and you may do so as well. Wow, you talk in such a roundabout way, just like a scholar. Roundabout? Is that how you see it? I don't usually talk with humans from outside, so I don't quite understand your methods of communication. I'm merely making deductions and inferences based on what I've read in books. You keep talking about what you read in books. Do Melosians read too? It must be really inconvenient for you to turn the pages, right? But maybe they don't use their hands, but the feelers on their heads. Fühler, das sind doch Ohren, oder nicht? Wait, that's not the point. The point wasn't expecting there to be books hidden here. Yes, an amazing scroll left behind. All hidden inside a secret base. All of what I just said, I learned from those books. There's even a book there that I just couldn't understand. Meditation has allowed me to comprehend it. Ever so little of it. But lately I've been making no progress no matter how I rack my brain. That's why I came here to meditate and try to find a way forward. A book that can't be understood aren't arcane secrets never meant to be known by anyone. Usually encrypted in books like that. Speaking of secrets, it usually means treasure. Now that Paimon thinks about it, she's getting curious and curiouser. If you're interested, why don't I take you there to have a look? That book is important to me, and I must find a way to understand it. You appear to be knowledgeable, well-informed outsiders. Perhaps you'll be able to understand the book quite easily. I've certainly solved a puzzle or two. That's right, we're like super professionals at this. Come on, Kanotila, show us the way. Wieso ist das eine Quest?
Can't spend another second
Was ist mit dem
in
Buch hier?
this village.
Book of Esoteric Revelations. Den ganzen Weg wieder zurück. Okay. Ich gehe erstmal zu der Quest jetzt hin. Wieder ignorieren wir. Verena. Oder wie? Verenata. Aha. Oh, come on. So. Virda. Flo. Rufina. Sind die echt alle weiblich? Oh. Ein Spin Crystal.
Squall and Fury.
Der ist immer mies versteckt gewesen. Gut, Rufina. Yeah, I've never seen you around before. You're a new face and from outside too. Normal humans don't come around here often. Are you an adventurer then? I've heard that I run around all over the place, just like you. Is that true? I've been to lots of places indeed. Oh, that's great. I want to join in the Adventurers Guild in the future too. That way I can explore all sorts of places. Alright, it's decided. I'm gonna be a great Melusine adventurer. It will be dangerous, you know. Yes, that's true. The book says that you'll encounter lots of crises. My big sister also tells me that if you go out willy-nilly, you'll be gobbled up by a great big monster. I know she's just trying to scare me, so... Once I'm ready and not afraid of any danger whatsoever, I'm going to explore the outside world. Okay. I wonder what sorts of clothes are in fashion over in the city of Fontaine. Are you wearing the latest and greatest by any chance? Definitiv nicht, nein. I doubt so. I do think that the clothes you're wearing do have a designer feel to them, so... mehr als euer Sack, den ihr euch übergestriffen habt, aber gut. I've never seen their like before. In fact, I thought that they wear some new fashion of a sort. I'd love to try something like that on. You love fashionable outfits, don't you? Sure do. Lovely clothes with their own sense of style can sometimes even give their wearers confidence in their beauty. It's a wonderful thing. People who are able to design such clothes are awesome. I, too, really love sewing and design work. Sometimes when I see a beautiful clothes worn by people in the city of Fontaine, I think, if only I could put something similar on. Can Melusines wear human clothes though? Well, of course not, our bodies are very different. Even beautiful clothes made for children wouldn't make good direct fits for us. However we be human or Melusine, our feelings toward lovely clothes are one and the same. And so I wish to create such clothes that Melusines too can wear. Okay. Interessant. Wäre da. I've got to do my best in training, huh? I don't think I've seen you before. Who are you? Wait, no, let me guess. You're tall and you look completely different from us Melusines. I know, you must be from outside the village. A deduction most brilliant. I mean, I'm just a trainee. That's why my skills are still lacking. But I've been training diligently every day. One day soon, I'll be able to officially join the Maréchaussée Phantom. Why do you need to do special training? Well, to join the Maréchaussée Phantom, of course, Monsieur Nulette says that we all have the potential to become Maréchaussée agents, but you have to undergo strict assessments to become a member for real, so I have to work hard. Okay. Why do you want to join the Maréchaussée Phantom? Because I want to defend justice as one of the members, and also the official uniform is super cool. Oh yes, my favorite character in Great Detective Herlock is Agent Gina of the Maréchaussée Phantom. Also her deductions are often full of holes. The effort she puts in to catch criminals for the sake of her future is very inspiring indeed. So yes, I dream of becoming a member of the Maréchaussée Phantom. Ja, deduction was brilliant und you can do it. Yup, I'll do my best. Okay, gut.
Today's a good day to train hard.
So. Zack. Yara. Okay, die angelt anscheinend gerne. Why have you got your fishing rod out over here? Are you really fishing? Eh. There's water in the rod. Of course I'm fishing. To think that you otters don't even know that. What's this world coming to? Seriously. Oh, okay. Danke. I don't think that has anything to do with global trends. That's right, we are not complete amateurs at fishing either, you know? What Pamela meant to say is, you know, that it's kinda weird for a Melusine to be using a fishing rod. Pamela didn't think you fished like that. I'm not being weird, I learned this from an outsider. De La Roche is a great person. She not only taught me how to fish, but she also gave me a rod too. Hers looked nicer, of course, but that's fine. She's a professional and I'm just a hobbyist. Still, I've been waiting here for so long. Why haven't I gotten a bite yet? In that case, why don't you let us pros help you figure out where you're going wrong? Huh? Are the two of you really better than De La Roche? She's a professional with a very pretty fishing rod. Looks like we might have to prove our skills, hey? But are there actually any fish here? Now that you mention it, there really aren't any. Pawan thought that was weird right from the get-go, too. Fish, so did you say that not all waters have fish in them? Does that count as a fish? If that isn't a fish, could it be the reason I can't fish it up in the first place? Master Nisha, Master Paimon, please tell me, what must I do to fish that up? You sure, Paul? Well, of course, we'll help you, but first off, what's that thing you're referring to? It moves very quickly in the water and it's so slippery that it's really hard to catch. It does sound like a fish. But it could also be some other underwater creature, right? Well, whatever the case, we can be sure that it's something that lives in the water. But since we can't really see its silhouette, it must be hiding deep down. If someone sees it, we need to spread some bait out and get it to come to the surface. But it ate so much bait already, I'm not sure if switching baits will help. Well, let's just spread some out first and prepare our rod, then wait for it to bite. We don't know what it is yet, but oh well. What beautiful technique. Let me try again. I give you the bait, Master Nisha, Master Paimon, and then I ready my rod. Even though it's not a professional, it's a pretty rod. Oh, that's not a problem. Just leave spreading the bait out to us. All we need to do is spread the bait. Ja, give us here, right? Ich sehe nicht mal irgendwas im Wasser, aber okay. Wieso ist das schon wieder eine Quest? Ball Octopus, okay. Is that the thing? Oh god. Yeah, I'll place the weakened ball octopus into a waiting bucket. What lovely fishing technique, but this creature is no longer beautiful. How did this happen? Sorry, didn't think the thing you were talking about was a ball octopus, so we, that's my fault. I was concerned that it might attack us. Yeah, when there is danger at hand, you would have strike first, you know, but well. Don't apologize. It is in the bucket now, and that's enough for me. You say so, but seriously, how did the ball octopus end up here? Did it follow the flow and then fall in by accident? I carved it outside. Wait, what? I wanted to be sure of my skills at using a fishing rod, which is why I went to catch that ball octopus, I think you called it. If I put it in here, I'd be able to fish it up whenever I wanted. Wow. Überhaupt nicht mies eigentlich, aber okay. Oh, that was the plan anyway, but I waited and waited and wouldn't bite no matter what. It's kinda concerning how you captured one and put it in a pool to practice fishing with a rod. But we just spread some bait out into the water and it came out just like that. Didn't you think of doing something like that? Yara? Oder nee, ist ein I, oder? Ja. I tried many different types of bait, like minced meat, breadcrumbs, worms, mince, components. It would just eat them and then disappear. I was even starting to think that bait had no effect on it. Components? That doesn't sound like bait. Best not to feed strange things to aquatic products. That's right, hang on, what kind of name is aquatic products? Components are very, very important. They are not meant to be used as bait. I need to find a way to get them back. Anyway, Master Nisha and Master Paimon, please take this component as thanks for your help. Oh, it's fine, we didn't do all that much anyway. But De La Roche says that you need to call people master when you ask them for help. And that they will like it when you pay them consultation fees. Is that not the case? Please take this dry component, it will be very useful to you in Meru Sea Village. Well, if you say so, Yara, thanks a lot. Yes, I hope that I can learn more beautiful fishing techniques from you too in the future as well. Aha. Ist das jetzt schon eine Sidequest für die eigentliche Quest, dass ich hier diese Dinger sammeln muss und mit denen reden muss dafür? Wahrscheinlich. Disturbing noise comes from within. So it actually does fit. If you tried harder, Master Paimon, you'd be able to fit inside too. But Paimon doesn't want to work hard.
Squall Fury.
Okay. Die hat echt einen Oktopus eingefangen, den sie zum Angeln üben immer wieder rausholt. Crazy little girl. Mhm. Dupdi-dupdi-du. Ah, jetzt kriege ich immer mehr Bock auf Mario Sunshine gerade.
Squall Fury.
Aber halt casual-mäßig, ohne 100 Münzen, ohne blaue Münzen. Das muss mir reichen. Sonst ja. Achso. Die Blumentante. Wieso sind die jetzt auch noch hier? Die war hier gerade eben noch nicht. Warum sind hier so viele? Piep. Aha. Und warum haben hier alle Namen und alle wollen reden? Laume. Hello, you look like you're from outside the village. Excuse me, but won't you accept my request for an interview? What? We've got reporters here too? Hey, a journalist, huh? Looks like I give people the same impression as a real one, huh? That's it, I'm not a real journalist. I'm studying hard to become one, so... Just like the ones who write for the Steamworld. Oh, so there's a Melusine newspaper nowadays? I am working on one of my own. I record the things that happen every day into it, and I make some drawings for it too. Oh, wait a moment. I'm the one conducting the interview, so why are you the ones asking the questions? Well, whatever, as long as the content's newsworthy. Outland visitor reports business to Melusine chief reporter. Guest interested in the future of Melusine news industry. Hey, that's our title. Ja, schon irgendwie cute. Lutin. Ich bin von deren Pünktchenmuster noch nicht angetan, aber okay. Oh my, I've never seen you before, traveler. Would you like to try some of Melusine's village specialities? Local specialities? That's right, let me introduce you here. We use ingredients first nearby to make delicious dishes that match our tastes. I might be tooting my own horn here, but our specialties are well known amongst niche gourmets. The Steambird even included trying Melusine village cuisine in their 100 heroic challenges to try this year feature. Yeah. We are number 20 on the list. Also, I recently come up with a new dish. Wanna try it out? Routine takes out a dish with a blurry silhouette. The stimulating scent makes your eyes swell up. This doesn't look eatable. You don't think so anyway. You love making food, do you? Of course, not to brag or anything, but my food's the best in Melusine village. I greatly treasure the expressions everyone makes after eating my dishes. Hey, in fact, I can't wait to see yours. How about it? Would you like to have a go? Well, cooking should require focus on all aspects, including color and scent. Oh, you sound like you know a lot about cooking too. Cool. All the more reason then for you to try my dish out. It's the culmination of all I know about flavors, scent and colors. I'm not all that hungry right now, I'm afraid. Ah, true. If you eat while you're very full, even the most delicious food will seem merely ordinary. Well then, come back when you're feeling hungry and want to try some Melusine cuisine, don't forget now. Ja, komm, muss ich wahrscheinlich machen, damit ich eine Dingens von ihr bekomme. Ja, bla bla. You hit me with it. Contrary to its appearance, the dish actually most refreshing. After a single bite, the pungent flavor also becomes surprisingly amiable. Hey, there's lots of things you can't know till you try. It was pretty good, huh? I could tell from your expression. Ich wollte eine Belohnung dafür. Wieso kommen aus deren Schornstein Blasen? Oh, komm mit Chest.
Take it and have fun.
Zedil, du siehst aus wie der Bürgermeister oder sowas. Oder eher Bürgermeisterin.
The wind rises.
Aktuell ist meine Vorstellung, dass die ganzen Dinger hier alle weiblich sind. War gut. Kann mich auch irren. Zedil. Also diese Augen sind creepy. Ah, you are an unfamiliar face. Where did you come from? How did you come to our village? Ah, don't be nervous. You must be an adventurer from afar. Sorry. Also habit from work. I just want to say hello. Habit you picked up at work? Yeah, I'm Cedil, an agent of the Maru-Chassé Phantom. My usual work involves site inspection and information collection, all to ensure the safety of Fontaine's citizens. So, well, Huh. When I see people I haven't seen before, I get a little nervous. Sorry about that. Aha. So, there are people from the Marechaussee were in Marosi village too, huh? Well, that's a matter of course, so, well, I'm just here on vacation. If I was one of my colleagues on the job, I wouldn't just be hanging around willy-nilly. Gut, doch kein Major hier.
Squall and fury.
Serene. There's much left to do today. Are there any Melusines around who might need help? No moment, there's Renata. I suppose she's an earnest and hardworking sort. She's learning from Kara Boss. She says she wants to be able to help everyone. She's been struggling with some new medicine or another. I'm not sure about the details, but I wish Kara Boss would be a bit more serious. What can I do to help? I'm not all that sure myself. It seems to have something to do with developing medicine or something. But if you do go and help her out, I'm sure she'll be very happy. And I'll be too. Could you tell me about Marosi village? Is it your first time here? Well, in that case, welcome. This is the home of us Melusines, but as you can see, owing to the location, we don't get many human visitors. Be sure to let me know if you run into any trouble here, or if you need anything at all. Are you the village head? The village head? Do you mean some person who's in charge of everyone? I don't think that describes me. I'm just a little older than the other kids. As everyone's big sister, it's my responsibility to help with day-to-day issues. That's right, I've got to look after everyone. Yeah, okay. Oh Gott, jetzt habe ich Müdigkeitsanfälle. Ich weiß nicht warum. Oh Gott. Sluasi. Why haven't the materials I ordered before arrived yet? The accessoires you are wearing seem rather strange. Accessories, whatever. My accessories? I'm sorry, I'm an Artesian. Whenever I see ornaments and such that I've never seen before, my mind jumps right to, how do I make that? Yours are so beautiful. Simple yet full of charm. I love them. You spoke of materials you ordered. That's right, I mean gems I ordered from a merchant in Fontaine. I make all kinds of accessories out of gems, but conversely I can't do my work without them. I just wish the goods would come in faster. Hier unten drunter ist definitiv halt ein Ding ganz gut. Ein Hydroculus. Oh, und der nächste ist hier einfach drin in der Ecke. Achso, das ist die Stelle, wo die ganzen Dinger dicht bei dicht sind. Okay, wo ist der jetzt hingesetzt worden? Ist der jetzt hier gelandet irgendwie? Ganz random? Aha. Der ist hier irgendwie gelandet. Lol. Wie auch immer. So. Muss reichen als Maßstab.
Behold.
Oh, ist jetzt sogar ein Doggy hier unten. Das ist jetzt die Quest. Gehe ich jetzt die andere eben machen, solange... Ja, komm, ich gehe der anderen eben helfen. Hier hinten. Ich hoffe, die Quest ist kurz. Ich hoffe, die ist kurz. Dann mache ich erst die. Ne, komm. Eben kurz hier hin. So. And we're here. If we dive down below this entrance, we'll find a place where that scholar once had the books. Aha, ich sagte, da ist irgendwas. But looks like an ordinary pond. What sort of entrance are you talking about? Alright, it's being hidden after hours, so you won't be able to see. Hey, just watch then. Canotila takes out something that looks like a key. Tracing the air along some unseen trail, there's a soft chime and a shallow pool before your sun becomes unfathomably deep. Yeah. Well, here's the entrance now. Wow, Brian couldn't tell how you did that. Well, I can't quite explain it either, but while others can't see it, there are actually all sorts of fissures here. As long as I use my token to draw a line across those fissures, I can do some incredible things. That said, I don't know why they are only present here. As such, I did a lot of research until I found that indecipherable book. It has much to do with me and my token, and I'm also certain that if I figure it out, I'll know why I'm special in this way. That's quite a burden. Well then, that's enough of that. Let's go inside. I must find a way to understand that strange book. Und ich sag noch, da geht's irgendwie runter. Told ja. Und dann kommt man da hinten hin. Dupdi-dupdi-du. Zack. Okay, hier schon wieder so ein Ding. Wie schon unten in der anderen Höhle. Ruine. So you can understand it at all, either, after all. Not a single word. Maybe there's some kind of cipher. Take a closer look. You stare at the runes on the page for some time. The runes will start to disintegrate and resemble themselves, become new words. At the same time, your surroundings seem to recede and you arrive in a strange new place. I see it. It's a world where even sweet flowers and mint cannot grow. Can you see it too? I turned around to look for the source of the voice, but I suddenly awakened. Looking back at the book, it looks like it did originally. I saw nothing happened. So did you discover anything new here? It was like I entered a strange place. Strange place, but you were here the whole time. Did you stare too intensely or something? I knew you'd be able to see it too. Huh? Have you had the same experience, Canotilo? Is that what you meant by meditating? Yes, though I can't understand a single word in the book, I get a strange feeling from looking at it for long enough. It feels as though you have been transported to another world, and then you can start to understand the book's contents. But as soon as you awake, you're back to being unable to comprehend it. Then what have you seen before? Oh, wait just a moment. Ta-da, this is my notebook. I've written down everything I saw inside. That said, I wrote it all down while I was meditating and I was sort of in a trance, so it might be a bit hard to understand. Diplomacy, yep, this is really messy, wow. But it says something about an illiness or something like that. Even when meditating, I can't make the heads or tails of what comes before and after. Oh Gott, ich muss kurz meine Augen reiben. Irgendwie. Das linke juckt gerade. Oder brennt. Und müde sind sie auch. Oh. Fairerweise hier ist auch sehr viel blaues Licht gerade im Spiel, von daher. Uff. Macht blaues Licht müde? Ne, es strengt die Augen einfach nur an, glaube ich. Even when meditating, I can't make heads or tails of what blah blah. As such, though I can understand just a little bit, I still don't know what it is really saying. If I'm not mistaken, however, the book is still missing a lot of content. The notebook does mention a few locations. Oh, so you mean that these locations might be clues? Locations? Yes, the names of locations are written between important sections. Would it be trying to tell us where critical parts of the text are hidden? I mean, I've guessed as much in the past, but I've never left Illinas, so... In that case, why don't you stay here, Canotila? We'll go investigate the places in the notebook. Maybe we'll find the missing pieces. And besides, it's related to Illinas, so there's no way we are going to ignore it. Alright, in that case, I'm counting on you too. If you find anything, just bring it back. I'll be waiting here for you. Find the pages. Ist das die? So Pages. Was für Pages? Okay. Gut, ich habe schon eine Sache irgendwo eingesammelt. Gut. Aha, und hier ist ein Tisch. Animated page 12. Okay.
Unnecessary. The wind rises.
Was für Pages? The investigators use of them from a book. You had to work alongside Canotila. Okay. Irgendwas muss unter dem Berg sein, gehe ich mal von aus. Oder doch auf dem Berg? Aber, hä, war da was? Da war was? Keine Ahnung. Aber gut, das sind diese komischen Zirkeldinger. War zu erwarten, wenn hier so ein Zirkel ist. Okay. Ja, komm, ich einfach mal hier gucken. Kann ja nicht schaden. Mal zu gucken.
Squall and Fury.
Hatte ich euch nicht heute erst platt gemacht?
Thrust and reboot. Gotta dash.
Ich habe euch doch heute erst besiegt. Oder war es gestern Abend, bevor ich hier angegangen bin?
Search forth.
Sag mal, war die Höhle hier vorher schon? Ich glaube, ich habe die Höhle vorher gar nicht erst
Too
gesehen.
slow.
Oh. Okay, gut.
Quit following me.
Cool. Ich habe die vorher gar nicht erst gesehen. Ja, und hier wird wahrscheinlich wieder so ein Rift-Town-Ding sein.
Odds reveal.
Zack.
Squall and Fury.
Doop-di-doop-di-doo. Das war schon? Wer ist hier nicht? Okay. Von mir aus. Lost Treasure Hoarder Journal. Discovered an ancient ruin that remains Fuck. Okay, nochmal lesen. Komm, das gebe ich jetzt durch. Das ist ein Buch, das kann ich so lesen. Discovered an ancient ruin that remains unmarked on any map. The entrance has completely collapsed. If I manage to find a way in, I may discover some rare treasure. Convincing everyone that whatever's in there is gonna be worth our while was tough going. Next part's gonna be a walk in the park by contrast. There's no need to keep a low profile here. Didn't find awful else but this arcane formation and the particular barriers around it. And of all that effort too. There seems to be someone trapped inside the barriers. Can't tell if they are alive or not. Well, I'm not going back empty-handed. Not after how far I've gone. It's just not my style. The remaining pages are filled with black stains, making the next text unreadable. Black, also Blut. Im Endeffekt.
Take it and have fun.
Okay. Die sind ja einfach zu finden. Und, die ist genau da, wo ich noch nicht war. Super. Ich mich doch mal da oben erstmal umguckt. Enigmatic Page 1. Das sind aber, es sind andere Enigmatic Pages dann, okay. 1, 2, 3 für die Quest, 4, 5, 6, 8. Okay. Und ich kann die trotzdem zusammen.
Behold.
So. Dann gehe ich jetzt auch noch da ganz kurz hin.
I'm out of here.
Squall and Fury.
So. Hier sind die Dinger ja sogar questrelevant. Mehr oder weniger. Gut. Oh. Ja, guck mal, was wir
By
hier haben.
royal decree, allow me.
Zack. Mhm. Boah, ich muss schon sagen, irgendwie wird gerade so leicht schlecht langsam. Also, ich krieg Hunger. Aber sowas von. Der Actimel und die paar Chips, die ja, waren nicht ausreichend bisher heute. So, Teleporter. Der Rest ist mir egal, ich will nur die Stelle mitnehmen. Hier sonst irgendwas Interessantes. Da unten ist noch so ein riesiges Feld. Aber gut, da geht es wahrscheinlich dann mit der Quest noch hin. Zack.
Odds reveal. Thrust and reboot.
The wind rises. Search forth.
So. Also, ja,
Shadow
komm.
Raven. Let night fall.
So.
Allow me.
Und damit ich
Covenant
alle
of the
heilen
deep.
kann, haben wir so.
Behold.
Zack. Angle Eraser. Angle? Oder Angel?
Take it and have fun.
Nicht mit Page 3. Mhm. So. Gut.
Squall and Fury.
Komme ich jetzt eigentlich auch da? Nö, komme ich mal auch nicht. Gut. Zack. Doop-de-doo, Kanotila. These look like the missing pages from the book. Let's try putting one back in, shall we? Insert page. Zack. And then we just need to concentrate and meditate on the book, like before. The edges of the page gradually blur after a spell dizziness. Animated page 1. Read countless volumes here. It appears that these books were left behind by an ancient order. Kingdoms rise and fall, and when a civilization is annihilated, a new one will be born after from the ashes. Which these books refer to as Fortuna. It's somewhat rudimentary, but theoretically at least it bears striking resemblance to the computational scheme I formulated and termed World Formula. All the records are blurred with age, but we are able to quantify them to some extent. They could be of use in my World Formula calculations. No matter how many times I derive it, the result remains the same. Though this result is not expected, unlike the world depicted in these ancient texts, there will be no more new civilizations born, unless we consider introducing variables from outside the system. If it was that sort of power, there might be a chance. Okay. Here I found the magical techniques left behind by the Golden Troop. They seem to be referred to by various names. I'll go with this one for now. Based on my interpretation, it appears to be known as the Seal of Chemical Marriage. Chemical Marriage, whatever. It consists of two parts, however it has been revered too much to decipher any more information. Interestingly, I have encountered similar symbols in documents from the Narzissenkreuz archives that look complicated, yet the underlying principles are quite clear. If the records prove accurate, there are some key locations within the realm remaining. Related records may be found elsewhere as well. I should recover my findings here for now, as they may prove useful in the future. Wow, this time even Paimon could start to understand. Seems like the confusion was all due to the pages that were missing before, huh? Awesome, let's put another page in now, shall we? Insert page. Oof, okay. As you start meeting again, you once more attempt to understand the page's contents, blah blah blah, blur, composition shapes, look lines, on a pop-up book. Yet before you can make sense what is happening, there's no rush of noise around you and you return to the world as it was. Also jetzt ist es nicht automatisch geskippt worden, jetzt wo ich rushen wollte. Oh, leck mich. The pollution of the land and water wrought by the giant beast Elina seems to have been mostly purified and diluted. However, when it comes to Elina's itself, even the adults seem to be at total loss. They simply cordoned off the surrounding area. Nevertheless, it was quite easy to sneak in. It felt rather strange slipping into the creature's mouth. It reminded me of events from some of the stories I once read. Though I have no substantive evidence, I still sense some sort of will from it. Jacob did too. There were no signs of decay in the flesh. Instead, its body was hardening, as if forming a protective membrane. Given its current immobilized state, it looked like a self-defense mechanism to safeguard its internal organs. Und ich sag noch, die Höhle sieht nicht wirklich aus wie eine Höhle. Es sind die Innereien und alles drum und dran. Ich hab's gecallt. Ich warte auf den Moment in der Story, wo diese ganzen Viecher alle mal wieder lebendig werden irgendwann. Oh Gott. But it does make sense, with such a wellspring of vitality. If my deduction is correct, it may also be used to enhance Jacob's strength by following the same principle. However, at this stage, there's no need to subject Jacob to such risks. We should get safe experimental data first through the Institute of Natural Philosophy, and then set specific research objectives. Also, as Jacob mentioned, this may waste a lot of precious time. After all, the flesh of Ilinas remains toxic, and the risk if Jacob is returned, he's quite brave, but also an idiot. He didn't give any thought to the possible consequences. We have no one else to rely on now. The data we've collected is still incomplete. Jacob had minor adverse reactions, primarily vomiting, but he recovered quickly and hasn't shown other symptoms in the short term. His mental status and physical status remain stable. It's only possible because Jacob completely trusts me. Our lives are limited. Still, even if it's just for the future, we must find a way to get allies, get stronger and prevent disaster. Elaine has enrolled in the Institute of Natural Philosophy. You should fit right in with us, sharp mind. I brought the pocket watch she gave us, and we compared the time only to find there was already a significant discrepancy. We agreed to meet at the Institute. The brightest minds of Fontaine are gathered there, and we can expect to make huge progress and get much needed help. As for Mary Ann, okay. As for Mary Ann, just the sight of her fills me with joy. We had a long discussion about the Narzissenkreuz Institute, but Jacob was crying through most of it. I didn't tell them about Jacob. It's because Uncle Guillotine, who was with them, is part of the Meissen Guardianage. Although he seems to be treating Elaine and Mary Ann very well, he still can't be trusted. After all, father and mother. It was all of the doing of their lackeys and goons. Ich brauche für diese ganzen Lore-Drops irgendwo mal eine richtige Zusammenfassung. Sie nur zu lesen ist ein bisschen umständlich. Brauche eine richtige Reihenfolge und so weiter. Ich muss es logisch verbunden bekommen haben. Das selber zu verbinden, dafür bin ich zu blöd. Und habe zu wenig Lust und Zeit, aber okay. Welcome can't read the words now, but the outward's intended meaning is still a total mystery. We will just have to put this last page in and see what we get. Maybe the contents will link up or something. In phase number 3, the tests on Jacob's will continue. As before, the flesh and blood of the great beast illness is being used as nutrition. Jacob seems to have gotten used to it, so there's nothing to worry about anymore. Thus, the adverse reactions observed before majors have been caused by Jacob's feelings of disgust. It's a relief to know that his physical condition hasn't been harmed. Jacob still eats, but only out of habit, and no longer as a necessity for survival. But I suppose it's a good thing, because eating together is nice. It suddenly occurred to me that jam was somewhat similar to the flesh and blood of Elinas, so I made a joke about it. Jacob seemed quite uncomfortable. The results have improved significantly in comparison to previous tests. Perhaps more can be done. Then the next step would be to attempt the opening of a passage. The passage was opened successfully, though it only lasted a short while. During this time, many black monsters that were shaped like dogs emerged. They were very aggressive and terrifying, but thank goodness Jacob was here. Though he was so scared he was crying, he still managed to wipe them out while bawling. These monsters are identical to those we discovered during our desert expedition. However, those were salt grey, stiff and immobile at the time, so it was relatively safe. I'm certain their properties are nearly identical to those of Elinas. Canarian records mention passages appearing in large numbers, and dangerous monsters that looked like dogs emerging from them. It's very likely that they are the same type. It can be safely postulated that the location these passages link to is full of these monsters, and they should tentatively call them beastly rifts. These sounds may be called rift hounds. Okay. As you read faster and faster, you fall into a trance and arrive again in the mysterious space. The same voice from before rings out. No matter how many times I run the calculations, the results are the same. After a few hundred years, all the birthing waters of the world will dry up. And a few hundred years after that, the world will become as it appears now before us. This is quite the predicament. Hey, come on now. Don't cry. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'm here, aren't I? Don't you trust me? Also, Ellen and the others will definitely help. Also, I bet you'll definitely be able to survive in this world. You're special. I know. You're worried that the constitution of others is different from yours. That's reasonable. Well, that's why we need to continue researching the things left behind by the Golden Troop. Perhaps we'll discover some new possibilities. We'll go back to the Narzissenkreuz Institute together and take a look, okay? Okay, I'm confused as fuck. Geht es jetzt hier um eine Art Zerstörung und also Create and Destroy over and over again? Also, Welt geht zugrunde, trocknet aus, Welt erwacht wieder zum Leben und so weiter. Und das Ganze in einem Dingens. Kreislauf. Was interessant ist. Wenn das jetzt, keine Ahnung, sagen wir, das sind jetzt. Ist ja die Frage, wie viele Jahre das beträgt. Hundreds, also vielleicht auch Tausende. Bekommen die Archons das mit oder wie? Und ich habe irgendeinen Reddit-Beitrag gelesen, wo irgendwer meinte, dass Nahida sowas ähnliches sagte mit der Welt, dass sie sich in so einem Samsara-Loop befindet anscheinend oder etwas ähnlichem. Okay. The voice drifts away again after what feels like a long time. So in this world, time seems to no longer measure or change the matter. You hear the voice once more. It looks like you won't help us anymore. You're the only one I can rely on now. Hey, come on, don't be like that. I'm sad too. But I won't cry until after the fat lady sings. Moreover, we still have to find a way to cure him. Don't be scared, it will all go smoothly. There are already lots of people willing to listen to us. We want to persuade them further. Besides belief, we also need to... We'll also need ceremony. As for the name, we'll call it the Book of Revealing and put it in the form of a book. We'll use our secret cipher to write it. Everyone only sees the world that their cognitive framework allows them to see. But using this method, we can share the visions we have foreseen with others. Just as you begin to listen closely to what the voice is saying, it begins to gradually fade away. All at the same time, you feel the world around you suddenly begin to collapse and with a roaring sound, resounding awake again. Are you okay, Onisha? Was it an earthquake just now? Earthquake? What earthquake? Nothing happened here. Someone did get a little dizzy, but you looked like you fainted. You didn't wind up in some mysterious space again, did you? That's what's going on with that weird space, anyhow. And if you think about it, it's pretty dangerous too. What if you go in and can't get back out? So just what did you encounter inside? I seem to have witnessed a premonition that someone had. I seem to have heard a prophecy that someone made. The pages we found before, did mention something about deductions and calculations too. Could it be that the things revealed inside that space were actually the results of such deductions? If what you say is true, then this was actually a book of prophecies, wasn't it? But why make the format so complicated if the author didn't want people to understand it? Wouldn't it have been better to not write it at all? Actually, I also heard all kinds of sounds while I was meditating, but they were just the songs of birds and flowers. I don't know anything about the prophecy you spoke of. It seems we must enter that space again to understand what is going on. Meditate together this time, we should be able to enter it. Someone's worried. Wait. Someone wants to come too. No way, she's gonna stay here alone. Once again, you focus upon meditating, and the floor surrounding you fades. The world grows silent. Then you hear the tiniest of sounds, and the feeling that is wrath, or perhaps grief, wells up within your heart. You very soon feel drawn to this mysterious sound, and as you follow that sound, a whole world, utterly alien, supremely familiar, races to meet you. Okay. Is this Enkanomiya? Where the heck did we end up? This is like some kind of dreamscape. This must be the strange place we were talking about before. It's much more vivid than before. It could be dangerous. Did the author of the book really create this place? And they hid such a big space inside it too? Whereupon doesn't know how they did it, but this place looks like a ruin. Also, we mentioned meditate with Kanotila to get here. But we are the only two people around here, right? No. She didn't fall somewhere, did she? Oh no, things will get bad if she winds up in danger. Let's go find her, hurry. Was ist das für eine große komische Quest auf einmal hier? Was ist das? Das sieht aus wie das Innere von einem Dingens. Von einem Riesen-Runeguard. Die Karte finde ich jetzt ein bisschen fraglich da, aber okay.
Behold.
Das hat was von Enkanomiya zusammengemischt mit Abyss. Und das ist eine normale Oberweltquest. Fairerweise, also das ist jetzt auch viel Lore und so weiter. Die aber nicht in der Archon-Quest drin vorkommt oder in irgendeiner Interlude-Quest. Das heißt, man kann das hier theoretisch komplett, ja, übergehen, wenn man einen Fick auf Erkundung gibt. Das war ja mehr oder weniger so wichtig eigentlich erst für die Story. Interessant. Also, ich komme da von da aus dann hin, okay. Also nicht unbedingt jetzt hier umklettern, wo es nicht muss. Weil man sieht, das ist Kanotila over there, right? Von der Kanotila kennt she not hear us? Okay. Come on, faster. dieses Kanria-Gedöns, oder? Enter. Aha. Okay. Interessant. Ein Kanutila.
Squall and fury. Quit following me.
Hm. Da hinten geht's auch noch irgendwo hin. What the hell? Aha.
Too slow.
Zack. Okay. Piu piu. Na? Gut. Wo
Destiny
kommt die
has brought
Silie
me.
jetzt her? Und ist noch was. Okay. Wo ist die Silie hin? Ich sehe sie nicht. Ach so, da hinten bei der Kiste.
The wind rises.
Okay. Hm. Also hier kommt man auch halt definitiv hin. Wir könnten hier auch im Abyss sein, wie das aussieht. Oder ein Zwischenraum im Abyss. Hm. Dupdi-dupdi-dupdi-du.
Behold.
So. Also man kommt hier halt auch ohne Scar hin. Das ist ein angenehmer mit.
Quit following
Gut, dann
me.
das Ding da hinten.
The wind rises.
Jo. Wow.
Behold.
Ja gut, achso, ich soll den Portal machen. Ich laufe einfach zu Fuß mit Skara jetzt dahin. Sollte schneller gehen.
You even
Mhm.
want this?
Ah. Und da unten ist auch noch was. Wieso werde ich jetzt wieder hier ausgesetzt?
Squall and fury.
Hm. Und hätte da nicht noch eine Zilie sein sollen jetzt?
Behold.
So rein zufällig. Oh. Da ist gar nichts hinter. Interessant. Hm. Dupdi-dupdi-du. Hier ist nur ganz leise im Hintergrund irgendwie so ein bisschen atmosphärischer Sound, den ich selber kaum höre. Defeat all
Rest
opponents.
and Reba.
Zack. Gut.
Take it and have fun.
Allow
Keine
me.
weiteren Dingens. Hm. Irgendwie bin ich saumüde. Zum einen und zum anderen habe ich eigentlich diese eine lange Quest angefangen. Jetzt habe ich random so eine große Sidequest. Hä? Was soll denn das? Das mag ich nicht. Wenn man mir so viele Sachen auf einmal hinterher drückt. Achso, der bringt mir dahin, okay. Und gut, das Ding funktioniert wie in Inazuma, das heißt, man kann raushüpfen. Mhm. Billig, oder? Zack. Hm. Oh, der ist auch schon da gespawnt anscheinend. Einfach direkt.
The wind
Von
rises.
mir aus.
Behold.
Oh. Ich hab Hunger und bin müde. Eine echt beschissene Combo. Muss ich irgendwas machen? Ja, ich muss richtig RSA drücken. Dupdi-dupdi-du. Zack. Das sind sogar 4. Aha. Da kommt sie hin. Achso, jetzt sehe ich dich und dann haut sie ganz schnell von alleine schon ab.
Take it and have fun.
Okay.
Too slow.
By royal decree.
Aha. Ein Kanutila. Ja, ist cool. Was bringt das jetzt? Also. Mhm. Mhm. Jetzt um die Reihenfolge? Wahrscheinlich. Woher soll ich die Reihenfolge denn jetzt kennen? Gibt es irgendwie einen Hinweis hier? Nö. Die sehen auch alle gleich aus, oder? Oder geht's um den Speed?
Oz, reveal thyself.
Geht's um den Speed? Kann ich mir auch nicht vorstellen, dass es mit Speed geht. Doch, ging um Speed. Weil wir mich halt noch mehr spielen.
Destiny has brought.
Okay.
Quit following me. Squall and fury.
Where'd Canutila go? She was just here a moment ago. Wait, there's something on the ground. Pick it up and take a look. You pick up a page from a book. See that? That's the conclusion the world formula arrived at after countless calculations. The scene we foresaw, the destruction after the cataclysm. In this world where not even a sweet flower or a mint can grow. That is the end of all things. Do you believe it at last? Will you have arrived at this place via the book of revealing or the looking glass? Lend me your strength, that we may avoid this future. This is as I said, the only way is... Is this page the same as the ones we found before? How did it end up here? Let Paimon see. It's easily readable. Is it because we are in this strange space? Cataclysm, destruction, some kind of eclipse? What? Even if Paimon can read the words, it still doesn't make any sense. But if we put it together with the other pages... that's true. We've definitely seen something about calculations before. Does it mean that this is the future the author wants us to see? A world where even seed flowers and mints won't grow? That's a terrible place, no matter how you slice it. But if that really is the future, shouldn't the author tell everyone about it and find a solution? Why make a place like this? Maybe this is the only way everyone will believe it. Or maybe he had his own considerations. It also mentioned some kind of looking glass. Seems like there are other ways to get in here. Still, Paimon doesn't think any of this will be much help in answering Canutila's questions. Forget it. Who cares about some dumb prophecy anyway? The important thing right now is to find Canutila. Let's keep looking. Get that page. Warum war ich dann? Achso, nach ganz oben, aber ich will erstmal hier die Kisten haben. Aua. Überhaupt nicht knapp. Überhaupt nicht knapp.
Unnecessary.
Hm.
The wind rises.
So. Gut. Achso.
Squall and fury.
Zack. Jetzt kann ich nach oben. Sehr interessant. Ich kann das Ganze... Das kann man bestimmt mit ganz vielen anderen Lore-Schnipseln schon zusammenbinden, verbinden und so weiter. Und Golden Troop, keine Ahnung wer das ist, aber ich würde jetzt mal denken an diese eine Alchemistin oder Magierin Gold aus Monster, die Albedo erschaffen hat. Wozu ja auch dann wahrscheinlich im Hexenzirkel irgendwie Dingens gehört. Alice. Aber gut. Alles nur mutmaßliche Sachen. Wo führst du mich hin? Absehbar, how did Canutila get there? Ich glaube, so wie wir jetzt gerade dahin kommen. Rift Town, Gap, Infiltrating Alien.
By royal
So that's the Rift Town.
allow me.
The wind rises.
Okay. No sign of Canutila or where she's gone. There's only this fellow here. This head doesn't seem to want to attack us anymore. That's a first for Rift Town, huh? Looks like it wants to say something to us. Not that we can understand it anyway. Wait, is Paimon seeing things? What's an ordinary little doggy doing here? Where'd the Rift Hound go? Monisha, take a look. Is there something wrong with Paimon's eyes? It might be the Rift Hound. Anything can happen in a dream. Is it trying to tell us to go through that passage over there? Judging from its reaction, Paimon guessed right. Who knows where that's gonna lead, but we weren't able to find Canutila anywhere. So maybe she did leave via that way. And it looks like there's no other route we can take, so let's just try it and see what happens. Kann es sein, dass einfach Rift Hounds genauso verfluchte Wesen aus Khaenri'ah sind wie die anderen? Das heißt, alles, was Khaenri'ah berührt hat oder da war, wurde verwandelt. Khaenri'aner zu Helicholen und der Rest halt dann zu diesen Mischwesen, zu diesen Rift Hounds zum Beispiel. Normale Hunde, die Rift Hounds wurden. Warum gibt es da zwei verschiedene, die hierher führen? Warum? I don't get it. Gehen wir jetzt dahin? Ja, anscheinend. Achso, okay. We came right back. Or maybe we never even left. You had the same reaction as I did, Paimon. Canutila, we were looking all over for you. Paimon kept calling out for you, but you never responded. The place was so dangerous, but you just ran around all over the place. Dangerous? The place we entered was so serene and peaceful, like a beautiful garden. But all we saw was rubble. That's odd. I kept looking for you two back in the previous space, but there were big trees and flowers everywhere, so I got lost. Fortunately, I followed the sound of a bird, then found a golden butterfly, which brought me up on top of the garden. What about the Rift Hound? We saw you at a Rift Hound. Alright, that Rift Hound even turned into a dog. Now it feels like Paimon is just talking nonsense. I saw a little dog too, on top of the garden. There was a cute little dog that nodded at me and had opened the way out for me. I thought you both had gone somewhere else to play and that I didn't need to worry. So I just came back here. Okay, wir hatten die Bad Future, sie hat die Good Future gesehen. Gut. Beziehungsweise sie hat einfach alles anders gesehen durch ihre Augen. Okay. And you, what did you discover? Nothing special, we found another page. So Paimon doesn't think it will answer your questions, we did find a page. You open the page you found and show it to Canutila. The butterfly, it's the golden butterfly. Huh? What are you talking about? I can see golden butterflies flying out from the page, just like the one I saw in the space before. Never mind solving anything. We've got even more problems on our hands now. Seems like you really did see something completely different in that space. If that space is the future predicted by the author, then why did you see a garden? Just thinking about that makes Paimon's head hurt. But I was very happy inside. I didn't even think about those questions. Maybe that's what the book was trying to tell me all along. Even if we perceive differently, we can communicate our feelings to one another. Maybe the essence of things doesn't matter all that much after all. I wouldn't say that we had a great time in there, but if you figured things out for yourself, good on you. Still, the place is pretty sketchy, and we don't yet have any a clue as to what's up with that prophecy either. Speaking of prophecy, this book makes it sound really scary, sure. But what if the things I saw were the real future? After all, such things aren't set in stone, are they? Since the book mentions other ways to enter that space, we may be able to figure this book and its prophecy out if we find them. And then maybe we can meet there again in that space. It might be better if we just meet in reality. Also, Canotila, don't go running around in that space anymore. Book of Esoteric Revelations. Read. One of the pages consists of incomprehensible symbols, letters, ancient languages, and geometric figures, but a period of focus seems to gradually render their meaning comprehensible. Check the first section's page, begin to meditate. Also, stop reading. Die Ziffer-Page. Ach so. Die anderen Pages noch, die ich finden kann. Okay, warte, ich abmelde sich alle anderen ab. Read. Begin to meditate. Komme ich dann da rein? Perhaps it can be used to re-enter the mysterious previously inaccessible space. Ah, you put some distance between yourself and the book of revealing. But the vision shown have already planted a seed within your heart. Okay. Creepy und dark. Canotila. Since memories can be made into books, if we reverse the logic, books can also be written directly into memories. What is it? Is there something you'd like to ask? What a book of revealing. No matter how I think about this, converting memories into books is quite an incredible deed. The creator of this book must have only been able to do this because they viewed the emotions in their memories as the most precious thing in the world. That doesn't change how difficult its contents are to pass, so... Put a new page with... Nah, not really. Alright, oh yes, if you ever feel sad, come over here. Let's meditate together, maybe this will help cheer you up. Gut. Wie viele anderen Pages habe ich noch davon? Ich habe 4, ich habe 5, ich habe 6. Mir fehlt 7, 9 und 10. 7, 9, 10. 7, 9, 10 fehlt mir noch. Okay. So viel habe ich hier nicht mehr zum Erkunden. Eigentlich müsste das ja dann hier auftauchen noch auf der Insel. Oder hier unten. Kann ich mich direkt dahin porten? Ja, kann ich. Achso, und hier war ja auch noch das Ding. Das ist ein Kreuzorder. Great Dreams were once born here. Encounter Suits 2 meldet. Okay. Das ist eine Reputation-Dingens jetzt gewesen schon wieder. Okay. Gut. Sieg und Sieg, Skara. Sieg und Sieg. Ja, es war aber nur eine Quest, oder? Ja, Fishing Game. Wow, die andere nicht jetzt? Super. Uff. Gut. Ach, und was ist... Ach, das war das im Untergrund jetzt. Okay, gut. Akzeptiere ich. So. Hier war die mit den Blumen, die jetzt aber im Dorf, glaube ich, hockt, wenn ich mich nicht irre. Ich glaube, die hockt doch jetzt im Dorf auch rum. So. Ja. Yeah. Also ich rate nicht, ich muss ihr jetzt in jedem Spawnort, wo sie ist, immer wieder Blumen geben, um die sie sich kümmern kann und die dann lassen. Wahrscheinlich. Wahrscheinlich wird sowas sein. Er sieht auch noch ein Blumenbeet aus. Gut, jetzt habe ich zwar natürlich die große Quest angefangen, aber ja, ich werde so dann einfach beim nächsten Mal hier unten weitermachen. Dann passt das. Ich habe keinen Bock jetzt immer das zusammenzuschneiden. Ich habe jetzt eh schon eine Quest nebenbei gemacht, von daher, was soll's. Dann kann ich mich auch um die ganzen anderen Quests hier unten jetzt erstmal kümmern und dann oben zu der hingehen. Aber erst versuche ich jetzt was zu essen, glaube ich. Ich habe Hunger. Es ist 18 Uhr. Und ja, ich sage erstmal dann ciao und bis dann.